Hey everybody, welcome back to Daytime. We're getting ready for the upcoming Chabad Youth Gala and Recognition Evening. Here today to tell us a little bit more is Rabbi Shmuley, as well as Linda Kaplan and Sylvia Babbins. Welcome to the show, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you here. Good Rabbi Shmuley, it's nice to see you again. Let's start by talking about the Chabad Youth Network, because a lot goes into creating a youth network that really gives back to the community as well, right?
Sure. What's really unique about the Chabad Youth Network, and now we're a couple years in, we're celebrating our third gala this year, is the fact that the kids are excited about the activities that are going on. But really what we're finding is that in the communities today, in many communities, there's a certain sense of indifference, and the culture, the kids got the earphones on all the time, and we're all tied up into technology, and creating an environment where everybody can interact on a real level and do productive things. The kids are loving it. And we've recently opened up a second center down at Eglinton in Toronto, which has taken off, and it's a fantastic network. It's really, it's exciting. There's a lot of outreach in the community. Kids are volunteering, they're learning, there's social programs. It's really a fantastic environment.
And how does it work? It's sort of an after-school thing, right? Obviously, it's sort of on their own time, and they choose to come and spend time and continue their learning. What are they doing at the
So
network?
everything is after school, as you mentioned, because we're hoping the kids are going to school during the day.
Yeah, that's good. That's positive.
Okay. Thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
Okay. But then once the school is finished, 3:30, 4, and what have you, from then till about 9:30 to 10 latest, there's all kinds of programs going on every night of the week. So you'll have educational programs where there'll be learnings. We have a Stump the Rabbi session where kids get to just air whatever questions are in their mind. Which
Have you been stumped yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just once. We're not going to talk about that now. But it's a lot of fun. We also have actual structured classes, and then we'll have community service initiatives where the kids are coming weekly and organizing initiatives throughout the community, and then they're actually executing those projects. That's something that both Linda and Sylvia's children were involved with, as we'll talk about. So those are really so those community service projects, sports activities, retreats. Something for everybody.
Gosh, that's great.
Well, it's a great night, and I want to talk about the gala because you are recognizing these two lovely ladies' sons, correct? Both sons?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Sylvia, maybe start by telling me a little bit about how your son was recognized and things that went towards his accomplishments.
He's been involved with the Chabad Youth Network for, I think, 4 years since its inception, and last year he was the president, and he just became very involved with his peers in just wanting to do good things for the community. Really just a sense of wanting to give back.
And that is something we wish for all of our youth, isn't it?
Absolutely.
For you, what has this experience been like for a mother, seeing your son thrive through this network?
So it's really been a very special time for us, because both of my sons got involved at the same time, and they encouraged, through their excitement, my husband and I got involved.
Really?
So this is the third year for the gala, and this is my third year helping with the gala, and this year I am chairing the auction committee, so it's a little more work than...
A lot more work.
a lot more work, but it's really been a wonderful experience, and I feel so good, and I feel not only good about giving back and doing something, but that I was inspired by my children.
When we come back, we're going to talk to Linda about her experience so far with the Pod Youth Network. We're not letting you off the hook. Go to the website, guys, jewishyouth.ca. We'll be right back with more information.
Chunky deals. just the touch of a button.
Coming up Friday on Community Connection, a national initiative is giving a local.
So we thought we.
Here's TV.
Welcome back, everybody. We are joined with Rabbi Shmuley Nachla. Not bad?
Not bad.
Hey, we always give it a good try.
Yeah.
We also have Linda Kaplan and Sylvia Babbins here, and today we're talking about the Chabad Youth Network and the upcoming gala, which is coming up soon. We were just talking to Sylvia about her experiences and how they've sort of developed through the inspiration of her two sons, really. And Linda, we wanted to ask about you and your son as well, and his involvement with the Youth Network.
My son Daniel met Rabbi Shmuley at high school. Rabbi Shmuley came to the school and started distributing flyers, if I remember.
Yeah, like
Daniel.
10 years ago,
Yeah.
many years ago. Yeah, yeah.
And he picked one up and went to the shul and played basketball with Rabbi Shmuley, and that's where the beginning of their friendship started. And subsequently, Daniel became very involved with Rabbi Shmuley, going on trips to Washington, snowboarding, right?
Snowboarding in Montreal, yeah, he's,
Yeah, and New York he went to.
yeah, yeah.
And spending a lot of time at the youth center, I'm
Yeah.
sure,
And spending
as well.
a lot of time, and he also was he led the children there. He looked, the youth in New York, and
So it must have been a really positive, it must have had a
Yeah.
positive impact on his life, right?
It did.
And during that time, Rabbi, that's such an important time for youth, right? When they're sort of in their teenage years. Why is it important for them to have positive role models and places to spend good quality time at?
Well, I think Linda just said it best, is that her son is actually now, I think he's 24.
Yeah,
24.
okay, yeah.
So he was involved for many years as younger in a lot of the programs we were starting years ago. We had the basketball program, as you mentioned, then the classes, and then he went on to chaperone and run programs of his own. He started his own late evening class for university students, Wednesday 9:30 to 11, for kids who have finished everything, but they want to still stay connected. So he showed that example to many others, and now he helps with chaperoning and quite a leader of his own. So
I want to give a shout out to you, Rabbi Shmuley, because, I mean, for you to be able to inspire the youth, you have to be one heck of a guy. And I think you do a great job of giving the youth not only a positive place to be, but someone to talk to that they can look up to. How important was it for the Chabad Youth Network to recognize just ordinary individuals who are sort of making a difference and being positive?
So, talking about recognizing individuals, and first, definitely want to make mention of York Region, the New Agency Development Fund, of course, and Trillium Foundation, which has really been instrumental as giving us extra funds needed to run the organization. But no question that the individuals in the organization are what shine. And to be perfectly honest, is when it comes to the youth today, they draw their friends and they get the word out. And when you have say one in an entire class that not just attends a program, but then brings their friends and organizes it and is active in the community, you need to show and you need to say, this is what these are our heroes, these are our leaders of tomorrow. Encourage that and encourage others to look up to individuals like that. At our gala, which is coming up on November 8th, we're honoring these two youth because we find it important that in community life today, you need to recognize that type of activism, because that's what we all need to look
There was
at.
one more thing you wanted to make mention of very quickly.
That was it.
That was it.
That
Okay, I
was
wanted to
it,
make sure
yeah.
about that.
Oh, yeah,
We
that.
got it
Yeah,
out.
Good.
We're good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the event. We have a minute left, and it is happening on November 8th. Anybody can come out to this and help celebrate, or
Yeah,
how
I
does
mean,
it work?
we're wrapping up all the final preparations with a fantastic committee and everybody involved. There's a beautiful auction, a silent auction with lots of gadgets and items and art and wine, and a beautiful
Hey,
auction.
hey.
Oh yeah, I might see you there.
Yeah, there you go.
And then a wine tasting as well, beautiful wine tasting, and then of course the actual dinner and program where their children will be speaking and be awarded, and it's going to be a beautiful event for everybody.
Ladies, you must be proud parents.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
That's
We all
great.
think our kids are the best, but when somebody else recognizes
Yeah.
that they're a little bit special,
Well, that's just the icing on the cake,
That's
isn't it?
it.
That's
Okay,
it.
well, congratulations to all of you. And
Thank
don't
you.
forget, you can go to the website jewishyouth.ca/gala. We'll be right back.